God is good all the time. And I repeat that, God is good all the time. Now, I'm wondering where Ben Crump, Al Sharpton, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the rest of the Democrats out there condemning Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot's comments. See, I knew something was wrong when the character from Star Wars got elected mayor in Chicago. And now we're finding out exactly what this piece of trash is all about, this racist. She might as well sign up to be the next member of the KKK. I think they're allowing more people to be included in their organization. And she has the nerve to say that she only going to take interviews from black journalists. And mind you, what kind of black journalists are you going to take these interviews from? To be honest about it, you know, it seems like you have a nice selection that you think want to hear the crap out of your mouth. Now, the reason why I brought up all those names is because they the first ones. Anytime frame there's a police shooting or whatever they consider a racial matter, they the first ones showing up on the plane, doing the press conferences and all this other stuff, and playing off the grief of families and more based off of a racial issue. Now, mind you, if somebody white was up there as far as Chicago mayor or anywhere and said, I'm only taking interviews from white journalists, I guarantee you they will be up there trying to have a parade, trying to have a nice little BBQ at the expense of others, and not realizing that you're taking advantage of the community and exploiting them for your personal gain. This shouldn't have taken long for people to come out and say that this is wrong and ask for the resignation of Lori Lightfoot. But once again, here comes the liberals. Once again. And guess what they're not doing? They're not saying nothing. They're staying silent. But on January the 6th, they wanted to call an insurrection, which I call patriots reminding you who you work for, which is us, the people. But now, in Chicago, I guess it's nice and peaceful out there. All of a sudden, they don't realize another 40 people got killed this week in Chicago. But guess what's going to be out there in the headlines right now? Is Lori Lightfoot's comment, and you don't hear Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Nancy Pelosi, and the rest of them. Nobody's saying anything about this comment except for one Democrat that I honestly believe is a Republican, and she's so confused right now and probably on that binary day or whatever pronouns that they want to be called today, and doesn't know that she just came out and condemned Lori Lightfoot, the big no-no. No, you can't condemn somebody who is racist towards white people. No, you can only condemn those who are racist towards black people long as the person is white. And I'm supposed to accept this crap. Now, one thing about me, I am a civil rights activist. There's no doubt about it. But see, I didn't base my actions on the fact of the color of the skin. It was all about what was in your character and whether I saw it as right or wrong. This is wrong no matter how you look at it. And one of the things I don't care about is journalists and the liberal media. I know how to deal with them any kind of way I want to. That's why they don't publish what I say, unless I'm saying something about grown men don't belong in our little girl's bathroom. You'll see that up in the paper and saying, hey, that's discriminatory. And I say, oh well. I said it, oh well, kiss my ass. That's how I deal with the liberal media. But I don't discriminate. I don't care if they white, black, Hispanic. If you liberal media, you can kiss my ass. But guess what? I'm not going to deny you an interview because of the color of your skin. No, I'm an equal opportunity employer dealing with the media. You are all welcome to get served any kind of way you want to, and I will deal with your propaganda any kind of way I want to also. But the fact is, Mayor Lightfoot has no business not only being a mayor, she has no business even calling herself a person. Because at this time period, I don't recognize people who don't know who they are. But at the same time frame, she said it because she needed coverage, because it covered up all the murders going on in Chicago. See, when Chicago was rioting, nobody knew it was a riot because that's an everyday thing out there. Why would you think it's a riot if you used to seeing 40 to 100 people killed throughout a week? You're not going to say that's anything different than what y'all do on a regular. But instead of focusing on trying to stop the crime rate, she's more worried about what journalist interviews her. So that lets you know where her priorities is at as a mayor. But this is what I'm going to say about this. Every single employee who works for the city of Chicago, anybody out there, you should turn your back to this woman anytime frame she's around. And you need to demand her resignation. Because now your silence is basically saying your whole critical race theory talk at this time period is no longer relevant. You can no longer even have that as part of any curriculum or look at it as a way of any kind of normal society and how people are supposed to treat one another when you have blatant racism that you ignore only because of what political party that they are affiliated with. So to Black Lives Matter, to the Rainbow Hair Coalition, you know who y'all are, and to any civil rights leader, if you don't condemn this, if you don't call this out for what it is, for it being wrong, you had no business not only in leadership, but you need to start looking at yourself as being a coward. Because there's no way in hell you can justify what those comments meant. That is the most divisive, hateful thing to do. And you call others racist, but you're allowing racism based off of political party. Black, white, Hispanic community need to start waking up. What they're really saying is it's okay for us to treat you differently based off the color of our skin because we are Democrat. And this is the proof that you can't deny. So to all of those who are talking about who's racist and who's not racist, why are you letting this slide? And for those who speaking up and condemning this is exactly what you call leadership. When you speak up even to your own community and your own base and acknowledge the fact that this is wrong, even though it may not be popular within your core supporters. Because controversy, you ain't nothing. I don't care what leader you are. And I'm calling out even some Republicans and rhinos who haven't spoke out on this one. There is no way in hell she should be able to get away with this in any part of any community or anywhere. Given the fact that if she's saying this just about journalists, she is saying this about an entire group of people, no matter who they are, based off the color of their skin. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke out against this, so would any real leader speak out against this. Me, on the other hand, she needs to go. I condemn absolutely those statements, and she feels like she's only the mayor of Black Chicago. Why is Black Chicago the ones dying under your watch? So God bless you, and God bless America.